Good morning dear students. Today I am going to discuss topic working capital with you. What is working capital? Working capital is that portion of capital which is invested in short-term assets or current assets of the business. Current assets are converted into cash within 1 year. Examples of current assets are like cash, bank balance, debtors, BR, short-term securities. All these are examples of current assets. Students, net working capital is equal to excess of current assets over current liabilities. In normal words, if you want to understand what is working capital is that amount of capital which remains in the business to meet daily expenses. Now, we have to discuss how much working capital should be maintained in the business. Big amount of working capital or small amount of working capital should be maintained in the business. It depends on the need of business. Students, now I will discuss with you so many factors which must be considered while deciding the amount of working capital in the business. So let's start with the first factor, that is nature of business. So students, first factor is nature of business. If suppose you are going to start a manufacturing organization, in the manufacturing organization more working capital will be required because they have to buy raw material and that raw material is to be converted into finished goods. Only after that finished goods will be converted into cash. So for buying raw material and for conversion into finished goods, like for the payment of wages to the laborers, they require big amount of working capital. Suppose a trading organization is established by someone. In the trading organization no manufacturing is done, only finished goods are purchased and they are sold to customer. So in the trading organization working capital requirement is low. If you talk about service industry like transportation, communication, warehousing industry or banking industry, in these type of business or in these type of organizations working capital requirement is low because there also no need to maintain any stock, no need to do any production. So on the basis of the nature of business we can decide the amount of working capital. Scale of operations. This is the second factor. It should be considered. If business organization is going on large scale, they will be require more working capital because they have to do all the activities on a big scale. But if business organization is going on small scale, in that organization low amount of working capital will be required because their business activities are going on small scale. Next is business cycle. Business cycle must be considered while deciding the capital structure. Suppose boom period is going on. In the boom period, market is at the peak. There is high demand of goods and services and high sales in the market. So at that time business houses have to produce at large scale. So they will be require more working capital. But if suppose depression or a recession period is going on, in at that time market is very low, there is low demand of goods and services, so and low sales are there in the market. So at that time working capital requirement is also low. Students, now the fourth factor is seasonal factors. Seasonal factors must be considered while deciding capital structure. If you are producing that type of product which is demanded in a particular season, so at the time of season when demand is at the peak, at that time working capital requirement is more as compared to the lean season. in the lean season there will be very less or no requirement of working capital. For example, see the case of woolen industries. In winter season there is high demand of woolens, high production is there, high demand is there, high sales are there. So demand of working capital is more in winter as compared to summer. Next is production cycle. Production cycle must be considered. What is the meaning of production cycle? Production cycle means time consumed in the conversion of raw material into finished goods. If you are going to produce that type of product which takes more time in the production, like you are going to produce any automobile product, so that will consume more time. So in such type of production of goods, more working capital is required. But suppose if you are producing that type of product in which very less time is consumed in their production, like you are going to produce bakery products, so in that very less time is consumed in the production. So in such type of industries, less working capital is required. Next is credit allowed. If a business organization is selling its goods on credit basis to most of their customers, so that organization has to maintain more working capital to meet daily requirements. But if a business organization is selling their goods on cash basis to most of their customers, so that business organization is having sufficient amount of cash balance in the business as they are selling goods on the cash basis. So in that business organization, working capital requirement will be low. Students, next point is credit availed. In the previous point I discussed about credit allowed to customer. Now I am talking about credit availed. It means if any business organization is able to purchase raw material on credit basis and able to sell them and able to sell finished goods on cash basis to the customers, that organization will require low amount of working capital. Again I am repeating this situation. If a business organization is able to purchase raw material on credit basis and able to sell finished goods on cash basis to its customers, that organization will require low amount of working capital. But if a business organization is purchasing raw material on the cash basis and selling finished goods to its customers on credit basis, that very business organization will require more working capital. Students, next point is operating efficiency. Operating efficiency means converting the stock into cash fastly as well as recovering the amount from debtors fastly. If a business is able to sell goods on cash basis to its customers as well as business is able to recover money from debtors also, so that business will be considered as operating efficiently. So if a business is operating efficiently, business is able to sell the goods on business is able to sell goods to the customer fastly as well as able to recover money from debtors also, that business will require low amount of working capital because already they maintained proper amount of cash by converting goods into sales as well as by recovering the money from debtors. But if a business is not able to sell goods fastly to customer as well as not able to recover money from debtors easily, so that business will require to maintain more working capital because that business is not operating efficiently. Next point is availability of raw material. If a business organization is using that type of raw material which is easily available and continuously available throughout the year, in that very business organization there is no need to stock the raw material. Whenever they will require, they can buy from the market and it will be easily available to them. So that business organization will require low amount of working capital. But if a business organization is using that very raw material which is not easily available from the market and available in a particular season only but required throughout the year, so that type of business organizations have to stock the raw material, and for stocking raw material they will require more working capital. One more thing you have to consider here, that what is the lead time of raw material. Meaning of lead time is how much time is taken after receiving order of raw material supply in delivering the order. How much time raw material supplier is consuming after getting order, how much time they are consuming in making delivery of raw material. So that time period is called as lead time. If lead time is more, then that business organization have to maintain more working capital. But if lead time is small, very fastly raw material is available, then business organization has to maintain low amount of working capital. Next point is growth prospects. If a business organization is having opportunities to grow, they are having plans to grow, they have to invest more working capital because they have to increase production, sales, they have to buy more raw material also. Level of competition. If in the product which your firm is manufacturing, in that type of product there is tough competition in the market, then your business organization has to maintain large stock of finished goods, because if at any point of time customer is demanding large stock, then if you are not able to supply him, he will shift to your competitor. So to retain your customers, you have to maintain large stock of goods. As well as if your customer is asking for credit sales, you have to sell. Otherwise, they will shift to your competitor. So when level of competition is high, business organizations have to maintain large amount of working capital. But if there is no high competition or there is monopoly in the market, then low amount of working capital can be maintained. Last point is inflation. Inflation means rise in price. If students, inflation situation is going on, then business organizations need to maintain large working capital to maintain production and supply of goods in the market. So students, here I discussed with you all the factors which are affect I discussed with you all the factors which affect working capital requirements. So first I discussed with you nature of business, scale of operations, business cycle, seasonal factors, production cycle, credit allowed, credit availed, operating efficiency, availability of raw material, growth prospects, level of competition, inflation or rising prices. So if you have any problem in any of the point, discuss with me right now. Thank you students.